First group ready.
Yeah. Let's go.
Everybody wants the same thing, don't they? At some point, though, somebody's going to let the other one have it. Friday night.
Other team called timeout. They're putting pressure on the other.
Everybody get around Ellis.
Everybody get around. We rushing. First rush. All right.
Ugly bitch.
Oh yeah.
You suck, Ellis. You suck. You're not going to make this. Boom.
This is your home for ETSU Athletics, 640 WXSN.
Let's get to the phones, find out what it is you'd like to talk about. As always, appreciate you holding on. Good afternoon, you're on the Monster.
Hey, thanks, Bill. This is old Big Bad Daddy down here in Greenville. I wanted to say a couple of things before I ask you the question I called for. First of all, I want to say, give a shout-out to Greenville Athletics. They've really ramped things up in the last year here with the girls winning the state championship in soccer, the girls and Bob Fortell winning the state championship in softball, and, of course, go a couple of years back to the 2010-2011 football state championships. What I wanted to say to the fans in this area, if your team's not still in it and you want to see some good football, please come out to Burley Stadium on Friday night. I know Elizabethton's got a game up there Friday, so they're going to be, there's going to be a packed house up there, but there's a lot of high school football fans in this area that don't have a team to watch, and if you don't make it up there, come down to Greenville. It's going to be a great game between Central and Greenville, and that goes to the Greenville fans that have been kind of lackadaisical. But what I want to ask you personally, I just joined the program here maybe 10 minutes ago, so I don't know if you talked about the Central Greenville game. I know most people outside of Greenville that I've talked to are saying Central's going to come in here and just mollywop us, which I think is absurd. But what's your opinion on that? And I want to give a shout-out to all my boys on the Greenville football team. I love you guys, man.
Well, let me just say this about the potential. Now, look, Greenville's at home, and it was a good win over Knox Carter, a 24-0 win over Knox Carter, a team that was 4-6. The thing that jumps out at me looking at Knox Central is, and I don't have an X's and O's deal, but I can look at their schedule. Now, Morristown West handled them pretty good, 24-7 back in late September. Their only other loss since then, though, was at Fulton. And, like I said, this is right now, everybody is saying Fulton's going to win the 4A state championship. A lot of people are saying potentially, along with Maryville, they could be one of the top two teams in the state. Fulton beat Knox Central 21-14. So they played with Fulton. And that's the one score that jumps out at me. Now, again, you play the game, and it is at Greenville. Greenville's, I do think Greenville's going to have to play at a very high level in order to advance. And if they can, and I personally think if you get past Central and Fulton, then you are the team to beat. I mean, that's just two great teams that you're going to be playing back-to-back. I do think Greenville has to play better than what they did last Friday night if they're going to beat Knox Central.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Bill. Yeah, last Friday, I think the Greenville players will tell you they didn't put forth their best effort against Carter. I think they might have been overlooking Carter just a little bit, and they responded when they had to, which is always important this time of year.
You bet.
It's no secret. Greenville's not going to throw the ball all over the field. That's not what they do. The beautiful thing about Greenville is opposing teams know what they're going to do. They're going to line it up, and they're going to smash you in the face and see if you can stop it. Now, Central, they got some athletes in the backfield, so the thing about this game is you're talking about two great defenses. I don't know how many people around here realize it, but Greenville, your defense leads the state in points allowed, and that's any classification. We're working with 4 straight shutouts, and 6 on the year. So I kind of think this is going to be maybe it could be a 21-14 type game. It could be a 10-7. You know, who knows? If it comes down to that, I like our chances because we have a great kicker in Ethan Ellis.
Yeah.
So,
It should be, and as you said, again, you got Science Hills at home, Hampton's at home, Elizabethton's at home, Greenville's at home. Get out and support somebody, and, Greenville Central should be a pretty good football game.
Absolutely, and if you're going out to these games, folks, don't be afraid to yell. You know, don't let the students be the only ones out there yelling, because we're going to need you here in Greenville. We're going to need our fans. I'm not ashamed to say it, but our fans have been kind of lackadaisical on us this year. They've been kind of spoiled, I think, with all these 70-20 scores, and this team we have this year, that's not what we do. We pound you to death, but we get W's. So come on out, everybody, support your teams. Like Bill said, we've only got a few games left, and some of these kids are playing football for the last time in their lives. So go Green Devils, and go everybody else up here in Northeast Tennessee. Let's all bring that gold ball back home. Thanks for taking my call, Bill. I'll let somebody else hop on. You have a great one, brother.
Hey, appreciate you. There is one other comparison here between Greenville and Central, and that is they both have played Morristown West.